Coming up, heat, high prices, and delays impacted travel on one of the year's busiest weekends. Plus, how one event is encouraging kids to get creative.
And a heat advisory goes into effect for tomorrow. All of the latest details in your forecast.
Live from the Breaking News and Weather Authority, this is WEAU 13 News at 10.
A woman is hurt after a crash this morning in Eau Claire. The police department says a white Chevy Equinox was heading east on Brackett Avenue when it ran a red light. It was hit by a black Chevy Cruze driving north on Hastings Way. The impact caused the SUV to roll. A woman sitting in the back of the Equinox was hurt in the crash. She was taken to the hospital. The SUV's driver was cited for running the red light. A man is hurt after his motorcycle was hit by a truck in the town of Hillsborough. The Vernon County Sheriff's Office says Brian Novacek pulled onto State Highway 33 from Brisky Road, hitting an eastbound motorcycle. Deputies say both vehicles were significantly damaged. The driver of the motorcycle, James Anderson, was taken to the hospital. The crash remains under investigation. Across the U.S., people are facing scorching heat, soaring prices, and delayed flights as they try to enjoy a summer that has been a long time coming. Cole Higgins has the latest on the travel troubles facing many Americans this holiday weekend. Secretary Granholm says her department's goal is to increase oil supply to correct the mismatch between demand for and supply of gasoline. She plans to meet with gas and oil executives this upcoming week to discuss the challenge. Many in the Chippewa Valley spent their Father's Day tubing down the Chippewa River as an annual tradition returns. Fat Far, or Frenchtown Annual Tube Float and Regalia, is considered the world's largest one-day tubing event. People launched into the river at around Chippewa Falls in all kinds of floats, including tubes and canoes.
I just hear they enjoy just being out there and having nothing to do but float and just drink some beers, I guess. I don't know.
Aben says this is his first Fat Far. In addition to floating, there was also live music as a part of this year's event at River Jams. People could enjoy the performances after they got out of the river. This afternoon, mermaids, Yoda, and patriotic pups marched through Owen Park in Eau Claire. It was part of the 75th annual Doll and Pet Parade hosted by Clearwater Kiwanis. To celebrate the parade's own milestone, children and pets were invited to dress up to the theme 75 Years of Magic. One of the goals of the event is for children 12 and under to let their imaginations run wild.
Kiwanis is all about making the lives of children locally better in every way we can on a local level. So this is a children and family event on a lovely Sunday afternoon in one of our beautiful parks.
WEAU's Danielle Wagner was the MC for today's Doll and Pet Parade. Nelson the Doodle led this year's parade. Community members voted and named him the grand animal of the Chippewa Valley. Last year, Juneteenth became the first federal holiday in the U.S. to be approved since Martin Luther King Jr. Day nearly 40 years ago. Frederica Whitfield has more on its history and the long road for its national recognition. Tomorrow, in observance of Juneteenth, the post office will be closed. While the holiday is today, it'll officially be observed tomorrow. The USPS says there will also be no mail delivery or P.O. box service. Regular service will resume Tuesday, June 21st. Coming up in Sports Scene 13, the Brewers look to keep their winning streak alive against the Reds. First, how two dads are pulling out all the stops to make the bus stop a little brighter. Two Maryland dads have brought smiles and laughs to the school bus stop all year by dressing up. Each week, costumes range from a dinosaur to Elf on the Shelf. On the last day of school, the dads went all out, creating another memorable send-off. Jennifer Franciotti introduces us to the Bus Stop Pops. Blue skies and sunshine will make for a gorgeous start to the work week, but that will come with another surge of hot and muggy weather. Meteorologist Derek Dahlman has a full look at your Skywarn 13 forecast coming up next.
storms there in the forecast for the latter half of the week. But Maria, of course, as we already know by now, way too early to give any specifics. Something we'll just have to watch here over the next few days.
Yeah, I mean, after the start to the week, I think we will probably need some rain.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to kind of cool things down. Not a lot, but we'll take what we can get.
I'm with you. Thanks, Derek. Some Chippewa Falls community members may lose water for short periods of time this week. The water department is expected to flush fire hydrants north of Bel Air Boulevard and west of Wheaton Street. People in that area may notice mineral particles in their water due to the hydrant flushing, which could impact washing laundry. If you see these particles, you should run cold water to clear out your household water lines. The drop in water pressure during the hydrant flushing could also affect automatic flushing units and pressure-sensitive equipment. Coming up next in Sports Scene 13, tons of action from the final round of the U.S. Open. JD's got news on your final standings and your 2022 champion. Well, fathers and father figures got a great day today to kind of celebrate them, but it's looking like it's going to take a turn for the super hot and humid tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're actually looking at some dangerous heat and humidity.
Definitely a day to stay inside tomorrow.
That's for sure.
Thanks, Derek, and thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your night.